As a public defender, Judge Karen fought for her client's rights. She was elected to the bench because she believes in doing the right thing.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period. Y'all two grown people need to get your own house.
Right.
You had 7 years to have told him that. When we fight, who's gonna win?
You are.
I don't answer questions, I ask them.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand.
Objective, independent justice.
I'm ready to rule. If you keep walking, you can overcome whatever circumstances you're facing.
This is Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Hannah Charles is suing her ex-friend Christina Lewis in the amount of $1,472.50. Ms. Charles claims she was supposed to move in with a group of friends and says she had to stay in a hotel after Ms. Lewis sabotaged her.
Ms. Charles, you're suing Ms. Lewis for $1,472.50 for negligence.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, what's your relationship to the defendant?
She is a former friend of mine.
She's a former friend?
Yes.
And how long had you all been friends?
For a couple of years.
Okay, how'd you meet, ma'am?
In college at a party.
Okay, were you close friends?
We were in the same friend group.
Oh, it was a group of friends?
Yes.
Okay, how many people were in that group?
I don't even know, maybe about 5.
About 5 girls that used to hang out together? Okay, in college, you have to say yes or no for the record. Is
Yes.
that yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so how do we get here today?
What happened is our friend group was having a movie night, and we have a mutual friend, Megan. Megan was kind of acting up. I did what a lot of friends would do, and I pulled Christina aside, and I decided to show Christina a video of our mutual friend, Megan, that I had taken a couple of days ago.
So you were having a movie night. Y'all were watching a movie?
Yes.
And where were y'all watching a movie?
In the living room.
At whose house were we?
Well, it was their house, the 4 friends, and I was there kind of a week early. I was going to be moving in the next week, so I was just staying there. I was going to be staying there for the week.
And you were living there too?
Yes, I
Okay.
was.
So it's 5 of you in total.
Yeah.
We're having a movie night. 4 of these people live together, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then what happened during movie night? I'm not getting this.
What happened is I took Christina to another room and I showed her a video that I had taken of our other friend. And in the video, our friend is dancing, and all I do is I make a comment. And I tell Christina to just
What's
watch.
the comment you made?
I just made a comment about how she was dancing. It was just a joke.
Oh, okay.
And
y'all weren't with her when that happened?
When
you took the video of her
yes,
dancing?
It was
I
an
see.
old video, and I was just showing her because I thought she would think it was funny.
Right. Okay. What did you think when she showed you the video?
I thought it was really catty.
Let me see the video.
Yeah.
Did you submit the video?
Yes, I did.
Let me see the video.
They definitely canceled her audition. That's so mean. That's true. Do you see her? I agree.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay. You thought what was catty?
Her comments. So what happened was that we were all having a movie night, trying to celebrate trying to celebrate Hannah moving in the following week.
Okay.
We were watching Clueless. It was supposed to be a fun time. Megan was kind of showing out. She was doing the most.
This is Megan in the video?
This is Megan in the video.
Okay. That's how
yes.
she acts when she's drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she's kind of having her moment. She's having a vibe.
She was having a vibe during movie night too?
Yes.
Oh, so she was kind of carrying on like this at movie night?
Yes.
Oh, so this is how Megan rolls? Like this?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's fine. That's Megan's life.
Right.
Hannah pulled me aside because I think she was just feeling over Megan, and she wanted to show me a funny video, quote unquote.
Okay, so she showed you the video. What happened after that?
I was gonna leave the room. I didn't stay with her to show her the video. I kind of
Right.
gave it to her, and I was like, put on your AirPods and watch this.
Right, you handed your phone to her.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, all right.
But what she did is, instead of connecting it to her AirPods, she intentionally connected it to the monitor that was playing the movie. So
okay, how would she be able to do that from your phone?
Oh, it's really simple. I actually submitted a picture of how you can do it. So
Let me see.
So there is a button
Right.
that you can press which will connect it to the TV, and then above that is the button to connect it to your headphones.
Okay. Did you do that?
I did.
Why did you do that?
It was on accident. As you can see, those buttons are really close to each other.
Right.
And it was...
So what did you mean to press?
I meant to press the Bluetooth button to connect my AirPods.
Right.
Which is frankly a little shady.
Right.
To show me a video and have me separated away from the group to watch it.
Well, you also could say, I don't want to watch this.
Well, I wanted to see. I didn't know it was going to be a Catty video.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you saw the video already. She showed you the phone, right? She showed you the video. It's a short video.
Yeah, she wanted me to go into the room and listen to what she was saying.
Right.
Yeah.
What the girl here is saying.
What Hannah said to Megan.
Right, okay.
Coming up on Supreme Justice.
Okay, well, you don't know what her intent was. You didn't see it on Instagram.
Yeah, but she showed people.
Yeah, but she showed you.
Yeah.
Did she show anybody else that night?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so she showed you. You're making a lot of assumptions.
And later.
Do you see him in the summer? You take him for,
Yes, ma'am.
for weeks in the summer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so he's been a good father.
Yes, in certain ways.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Hannah Charles, who is suing Christina Lewis for negligence.
So you press this button by mistake, and then the video gets cast on the screen where the movie is playing.
Right.
Why is that a big deal?
Well, Hannah... Oh, sorry.
I would say it's because Hannah and Megan are supposed to be good friends.
Right.
In the video, she's like making fun of Megan.
So it gets cast across the screen, and what happens?
Megan, the girl in the video, kind of just flipped out.
Right.
And instead of taking...
What did she do? When you say she flipped out, she said what?
She...
Oh my God, you caught me like this another time? I mean, what did she say?
She came up to me. She was really angry. She kind of flipped out on me, and she was yelling at me. And she basically said that I couldn't live with them. Like, it was that big of a deal.
How long had you been friends with Megan?
The same amount of time, a couple of years.
A couple of years. Okay,
yeah.
So she says you can't live here.
Yeah.
Okay, but you had not moved in there.
No, but it was kind of like they were going to let me stay for the week before I officially moved in.
Oh,
so
I see, ahead of time.
Supposed to be staying there.
Okay,
yeah.
so then what happened? She told you had to get out?
She told me I had to get out, and then Cristina took her side. So.
Right. What did Cristina say? What'd you say?
Of course, I would have taken Megan's side. Like, Hannah was being catty, and I think it's totally appropriate for Megan to be mad that she was talking about her to her face, but like she didn't even know.
Okay.
And then recorded a video with, I think, intent to like put it on Instagram or something.
Okay, well, you don't know what her intent was. You didn't see it on Instagram.
Yeah, but she showed people.
Yeah, but she showed you.
Yeah.
Did she show anybody else that night?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so she showed you. You're making a lot of assumptions. All right, so she said, get out. What happened?
Cristina takes her side, and so does everybody else at the party.
Everybody's mad with you.
Yeah, everybody's mad at me.
Why did you keep that video? This is your friend. Why'd you keep the video?
I have a bunch of videos of we are all constantly taking videos of each other.
But that's not a real flattering video.
Right.
Why do you have the video? And then why would you even want to show it to somebody else?
I mean, honestly, I thought Cristina had more of a sense of humor.
So you thought it was funny what she was doing?
I thought it was funny.
Okay, well, if you thought it was funny, why'd you have to go into a room away from all our other friends to show it to her and have her listen to it on her AirPods so nobody else could hear? Why would you do all of that? Why would you go through all of that?
Well, I didn't want Megan, the girl in the video, to see it. Megan was acting the same way.
Because you didn't want Megan to know you were laughing at her. You didn't want Megan to know you were laughing at her.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Right, okay. Okay. Why are we here?
Well, because they kicked me out, and Cristina took part in kicking me out.
Right.
I had to pay for an Airbnb that night.
Right. Did you have a lease or something with these people?
Yes, I had a lease.
Okay, where's the lease?
The lease was paid back to me. So it's not about the lease, it's about the Airbnb that I had to pay for the full week that they had said I could stay there, and then they turned their backs and kicked me out.
Right.
So I was left
in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Okay, and where do you live? Where's your family?
Out of state.
Okay, so that night you had to find an Airbnb?
Yes.
And you feel like if they all kicked you out, why do you think it's just her fault?
Well,
Why didn't you bring a lawsuit against all the girls that told you to get out? Because all those girls so you could stay.
Right.
So why did you just bring a lawsuit against her?
Well, because Cristina was the one who showed the video on purpose.
You're the one that put it in her hand.
Right.
You're the person that put the, she didn't know anything about this video, did you?
No.
Okay, and you put it in her hand, and it's like putting, maybe you had nude pictures of yourself on the phone, and she hit the wrong button, and the next thing you know, your phone is very personal and private these days. And people don't even like when other people are handling their phones. They get a little itchy. Even if you just want to show them a picture, they want to get the phone back from you because all of your personal stuff is on the phone. You left your phone with her, anything could have happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so whose fault is this?
Well,
Whose fault is it?
It's my fault.
It's your fault on a lot of levels. You know, you're supposed to be friends. We're all friends, but we're gonna get in the corner over here and laugh at another friend. Quite frankly, Megan got problems. Megan problems are just beginning to start. If this is how Megan acts out in a party when she's had too much to drink, and then she's around y'all watching, what's the movie? Clueless. And she's drunk and carrying on like this, Megan got a problem. If I could see if you say, let's go in another room, let me show you this video. We need to do an intervention with Megan. But it wasn't that you were laughing at Megan. And Megan felt that you laughed at her. She didn't want to have a friend around who would be laughing at her and not care about her. But you were the one that created the situation. I'm ready to roll. Case is dismissed. Good luck to you.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case has been dismissed.
Obviously, I don't agree with the statement. I lost $1,400 because Cristina intentionally showed Megan the video on purpose to incite something.
I am happy about the decision that the judge made. I feel like it's time for Hannah to take some responsibility on her own actions. What she was doing was catty.
Coming up.
Your response is something came up. We'll talk later.
Yeah, because he don't need to be in my business like that. I said something came up.
Yeah, but it's his birthday day with his son.
You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Spencer Williamson is suing his son's mother, Kendall Mitchell, in the amount of $490.04. Mr. Williamson claims Ms. Mitchell ruined his plans for their child's birthday and says he lost out on the money he paid for the party.
All right, Mr. Williamson, you're suing Ms. Mitchell for $490.04 for breach of contract. And you both share the custody of a child?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and how old is your child?
He's 8.
He's 8 years old. So what about the care of the child? Did we have any problems with the care of the baby?
No, he's perfectly fine. He takes care of him on a financial standpoint.
And how often do you see him?
When I'm on the road, because I drive trucks right now.
Okay.
So like every 4 days I have off, I get 3 days off, so.
That's a lot right there. What about holidays? Christmas, Thanksgiving?
He'll show up, make an appearance.
Summer? Do you see him in the summer? You take him for,
Yes, ma'am.
For weeks in the summer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so he's been a good father.
Yes, in certain ways.
Okay, so how do we get here?
So what brings us to this situation, Your Honor, is that we had an engagement and that she didn't keep her end of the bargain.
Right, what was the bargain?
So it was that she didn't bring him to his surprise birthday party that I
You
had
had planned a surprise birthday
Yes,
party?
a month prior. but
Okay, how far in advance did you tell her about the surprise birthday party?
A month in advance.
A month in advance, you said, I'm having a surprise birthday party.
Not at all.
What did he say?
Can I have him on that day?
That's
I
his
didn't know
birthday though,
nothing
right?
Yeah, it was about 2 days after his birthday.
Okay.
His birthday's on the 19th. So
Okay.
2 days after that, he said he wanted to go have him for the day. He didn't give me no details.
Right.
And I said, that should work.
Okay.
I ever said, oh, yes, whatever. I said,
Right.
that should work.
Well,
And that
how
was
were we
that.
celebrating birthdays before this birthday? What was the agreement about how we're celebrating the birthdays?
A lot of times we do our stuff at first, like the first 5 years of his life.
Right.
We would do like joint together.
Joint
He would
birthday.
be invited to the birthday parties.
Right.
But he has this feeling that my family doesn't like. He thinks they have a negative energy towards him.
Coming up.
Okay, so this wasn't unusual for him to say, this year I want to see him. Because he saw him every year on his birthday.
You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Spencer Williamson, who is suing his son's mother, Kendall Mitchell, for breach of contract.
So you celebrate the child's birthday, and then a day or two later, he celebrates the birthday? Okay, so this wasn't unusual for him to say, this year I want to see him. Because he saw him every year on his birthday. So this was not unusual to say, this year on his birthday, I want to see him. So what happened this particular birthday? What was the surprise? What was the surprise going to be?
The surprise was going to be his laser tag.
All right, so you get there, you're waiting. She's supposed to bring him there.
Yeah, but I called her this morning at 8.
That morning.
And I have proof.
You called her that morning, you texted her that morning?
I called and texted her.
Okay, let me see the text. Okay, so that morning, you're texting, hey, where are y'all? I thought you were dropping off Junior today. And question mark, and you go, something came up, we'll talk later. What came up?
I was out visiting my family over in Huntsville. It's only like a couple hours down the road, so I was over there in the morning because I was going through a lot emotionally and mentally and all that different stuff, so I needed to go out there and be with my family.
Right, but you knew that it was his birthday time.
And I had every intention on driving back out there to drop him off. It's not that far of a drive.
But your response is something came up, we'll talk later.
Yeah, because he don't need to be in my business like that. I said something came up.
Yeah, but it's his birthday day with his son.
I understand that, but I told him I'd bring him later.
Don't you think he deserved more than something came up, we'll talk later? Your response was what? Why aren't you answering my calls? Is Junior okay? What's going on? Then your response is, now isn't a good time, I'll call tomorrow.
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
Then that's when you tell her about the surprise. His surprise tag party starts in 30 minutes, WTF.
Exactly, and it's like if I had known about this information.
You knew that he was doing something he had done every year for 8 years, and he had every reasonable expectation based on the past 8 years that he was going to see his son. What's happened since then? Have you seen him?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I have seen him.
So we've gone back to normal.
Yeah, but in my defense, I had to bring her to court just for the principal.
Right. Was you out of $490?
Yes.
That was the cost of the party?
Yes,
that didn't happen?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm ready to rule. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $490.04. And what did you learn?
Okay, if he wants to see his daddy, let him go see his daddy.
Every year on his birthday, just like we always been doing. All right? Good luck to you.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $490.04.
I'd like to thank Judge Karen for her verdict.
I am genuinely confused. This is the one time he actually want to do something special, but it is what it is.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.